Hi guys, Rob here again with another video. Now this one is quite short, it's a drummy video, and we're looking at a technique where you play underneath the hi-hats. And I do that, obviously I'm right-handed, so my left hand would go underneath the hi-hat and push the stick up. And I've made a very short video where I just talk about that very briefly, because what happened was I posted a video, oh God, a couple of months ago, probably longer, of doing that hi-hat technique, which I saw Buddy Rich do first, but I've since seen Steve Smith do it really well, Jojo Mayer, obviously Max Roach did it as well. But for me, Buddy was the finest at doing this thing where they push up. I mean, I quite like Max Roach doing the other one where he swipes the stick down to get the top of the stick and the bottom. That thing that he does, I think he's the master of that. And playing up on the bell of the hats and playing the rest of the stand, which Buddy does too, but I think Buddy was really the master of playing this thing where you put the stick underneath. I use it in drum clinics. I don't ever really talk about it much. Sometimes I do. I play rhythms with it, because one thing that I like about that solo of Max Roach playing the hi-hat, and also when you see Buddy do it in the West Side Story or Channel One Sweet Medley, whichever one he does it on. I think it's usually West Side Story, isn't it? It's amazing and it's great, but you know, my thing is always like, can I make a rhythm from it? Can I make the music? So I want someone to go, ooh, look at that amazing technique. But at the same time, if I can then turn it into a groove that they can relate to me, that makes it even cooler. So I'm not saying what I do with it is any better than anyone else. That's not what I'm saying. But with any technique like that, I try and turn it into something which then becomes something people can get rather than just a whiz bang, you know? But in this video, I just talk about how it's done. So very quickly, because I had a few people writing saying, how do you do that, Rob? You know, what is that? And all that business. So in the video, I go through it as well, which I'll tag off obviously onto this. But basically, it's these two fingers sit under the stick. You hold it sort of like this, you know, and somewhere in the middle. Normally, obviously, you're sort of down here on a drumstick, all that way around, you know. So you've got a bit here at the end. But with this technique, I want the butt end of the stick to be hitting under the hi-hat, so it's got a very dense, harsh sound compared to the tip, which would be held in my right hand, because I'll be playing from here. And then these two fingers push up. Now, your left thumb, or if you're right-handed, the other way around, sits on top of the hi-hat and keeps them shut, and then you push up with these two fingers. And as I say, you'll see it in the video. I sort of talk about it briefly, but that's what happens. You push up with these two fingers, and this is holding on to the hi-hat sort of here. And then you push up in that way. And yeah, I mean, that's basically how I saw Buddy do it. And that's how, when I was really young, like 10, 11, when I first saw him do this on like Parkinson, when he does the drum solo on Parkinson on West Side Story or something, I've seen him play it up underneath and the camera would have gone round. And there's also that great solo concert for the Americas, the Frank Sinatra show, which is also now called the Impossible Drum Solo, I think they call it. And there are some amazing things. And of course, famously, he was having a heart attack during that drum solo, which is crazy because you see him come out to the audience, he's sort of grabbing his chest and closing his eyes and still taking the bows, a total pro. But he's actually having a heart attack. Anyway, so yeah, pushing up from there, holding the hi-hat here. It's a great little technique. And as I say, I like to do it for the whiz bangs and people go, oh, it's really impressive. But I also start doing 16th note grooves from it. In this video, unfortunately, I didn't. It was a very quick video just to show, I can't think who it was now. I was going to remember who asked me to show what was going on underneath the hat. Because on the original clip, I was playing it, and I think it was from above, and you could see my stick was going up and down underneath the hi-hat, but you couldn't see what it was doing. So after one of my teaching sessions, and I was doing my drumming rambles that I do and the electronic stuff, I thought, well, let's just do a quick video of this. So that's what it was. So if you have any more questions, obviously leave them down here in the comments, or you can email me here. And I'm happy to give you a lesson on it or whatever. We could do that online or face-to-face. But it's just a good fun thing. And as I say, I try to make grooves out of it as well. So I'd be playing maybe a 16th note, which you can play on top of the hats to the snare drum, obviously. But I do a thing sometimes where I play more of a drum and bass thing at faster tempos. With 16, boom, ga, boom, ga, boom, ga. And I'm, you know, playing one on top, one under. And of course, the other thing is by playing your stick under with the butt end of the stick means there's pitch differences, as I say, between the tip, which is on the top, and then the butt of the stick coming up to the underside of the cymbal gives you a different sound as well. So you get tick, so different pitches. That's kind of cool as well. And in the exercises, you'll see I do singles, into doubles, into paradiddles, triplets, 8th notes, 16th notes, 30 seconds. It's all about jamming, really. Jim Gallagher commented. Thanks, Jim. Getting other messages coming through. So yeah, give it a go. So I just thought I'd do this short little video. And if you want to know more, just get in touch. All right, guys, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to get out of here. I've got things to do. I'm off to the studio. So enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Put it under the hi-hat. Thumb holds on to the cymbal at the top there. Push forward with these 2 fingers here. Hold on to the stick with these 2 back here. We get this.